Sul. Hello and welcome to the Under the Plumbob Podcast, a show about all things related to the EA-Maxis series of games called The Sims. A couple of good friends with similar interests come on the show and talk about all things Sims. Yes, and we love puns here. My name is Melissa, and I am subbing in on Team Llama today.
Hey, it's Roxy, the queen of puns.
Huh.
Actually, I think Melissa gets that title.
Yeah, watch yourself.
Yeah, she just won it with that last one.
I worship at the altar of puns.
I'm Caitlin.
Today we are going to be talking about the world of specialized skills. As you know, as a Sims player, what you can do is totally up to you in the game Sims. And if you want to make your Sim good at guitar or photography or baking, you can do that. Expansion packs pending. And we're going to talk about pretty much every single one of them. So strap in, kids. This was an idea that was given to us by Redditor Naked Ankles. Naked Ankles, thank you so much for this fantastic idea. We're taking a deep dive. So get ready, okay?
And thanks for those scandalous ankles. They're hot.
Ooh, girl.
Oh, yeah. We have a big announcement today. So if you normally tune out at the end or shut down early or don't, whatever, just don't. Make sure you listen to the very end, and we promise you won't regret it. Here's how I interpreted this request from Naked Ankles, which is, I promise the last time we'll say that, unless we're talking about, Victorian porn.
Hashtag Decades Challenge.
So these skills, like Melissa already said, come from various packs, including the base game. And in deciding which of these skills I thought we should cover, I looked at several times, went through lists to see like if a skill is required for a career or an aspiration. I decided most players probably have played those skills. So I wanted to try to hit on the skills that people are less likely to have maxed or developed because they aren't required in the game for anything. So yeah, we're hoping that, this will spark your interest in maybe exploring some of these skills. A lot of them are like secondary skills that only go up to level 5. And it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but if we don't cover something that you'd like to hear us talk about, let us know. Leave us a comment, message us, or undertheplumbob.com. Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Yeah, all the plugs.
Shameless plug.
And for sure, we'll be covering more of the packs that we haven't already covered, and hopefully your skill. But like for example, veterinarian is going to be our last skill that we cover. And we did a cats and dogs pack episode and barely touched on the veterinarian skill. So I didn't feel bad about going deep into that one for this episode. So yeah, if there's anything we ever missed, your favorite feature, please let us know. We can always revisit a topic to go deeper. That sounded so dirty. So I have a save file now for episode preparation purposes. Say that 5 times fast.
Episode preparation purposes, episode preparation purposes, episode preparation purposes, episode preparation purposes, episode preparation purposes.
You're the worst.
I know.
This is the last time Melissa's going to be on our show.
Our podcast has trained her for any kind of hard P tongue twister.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Anyway, so here's where My Hero Academia comes in. So as most of you know, some of you know, I've got a 12-year-old named Scraps who has her own YouTube channel, plug for Little Happy Gamers. And she recently binged My Hero Academia. And so my husband and I are trying to catch up so we have something to talk about besides telling her to brush her teeth and tie her shoes.
Parenting stuff.
Yeah. I started the save to work on these skills while we were watching it. So that is why I created Izuku, who's the green-haired main character of My Hero Academia and has big emotions, let me say. And his would-be girlfriend, possible girlfriend, I don't know, I haven't finished, Achaku, who's like a cute little Japanese schoolgirl. So I want you to picture Achaku doing all this baking in my really crappy 10K starter house while Izuku's bowling next door. So yeah, baking is fun. Basically, you don't need any special equipment. You can just click on your stove and you have the option with Get to Work to bake, which is super confusing when you want to just make a birthday cake. And it's like, why is this under cook? I don't know.
I hate that so much.
Yeah. I have strong feelings about that.
I do not have a link to this app. Not a mod, but there's a mod that will rearrange those skills and make them more logical. But I was worried that since it's so detailed, it might not handle updates and patches very well.
Yeah.
But, you could seek that out. It is possible, but yeah, just remember your birthday cake's under cook, but everything else that's yummy is under bake. And you get a lot of options. You start off kind of basic. It's like most of you have probably seen breadsticks, brownies, cookies. As you build up that skill, you get access to more things, and it kind of stays in the bread/dessert category. So you get like pies and tarts and bagels and stuff like that. And then way up at the tippy top of like level 10 and level 8 and stuff, you get some more savory things. So there's like some fish things. There's like, I don't even know, like weird stuff I've never heard of. And it kind of encourages you to use a lot of fresh ingredients, because I think it looks like there were some that you couldn't make without the special ingredients.
Yeah, I did see that.
So like some of them you need fish, some of them you need like for the highest level one, it's like a tart with the unidentified fruit object, which is a alien fruit you can get through Get to Work, which is pretty cool. It's kind of, I think it's like they should have integrated things a little more, because I had when we did the room challenge, I had an alien and she had a UFO, and that's all I grew because they're worth a lot of money. And it said, when you researched it, it said grown for money, basically. It's you grow it, because when you do gardening research, it tells you what the plant's good for and if you can splice it and all that. It just said grown for money. It didn't even mention that there was a baking recipe. And I was like, it would have been kind of nice for them to be a little more in depth with the research on the plants, so that you can know like, oh, I could bake something with this, because I had no clue.
I wanted to know what in baking needed fish, so I looked at the list, and it's literally fish pie. So,
no, I think there's like salmon croquettes too.
It's salmon, perch, trout, and bass.
Bass.
Yeah.
If they spelled the same, though, you're forgiven. English is confusing.
The baritone of fish.
All about that bass.
Another thing that I discovered was skill books, which I didn't make use of because I just had her bake all the time. But you can buy baking skill books, and all of them are references to the Muppets, which makes me mad that I didn't buy them before, because I love the Muppets.
Wait, that's amazing.
I didn't know this at all, and I'm delighted.
I love it. So volumes 1 and 2 are written by Bill Beretta and Frank Oz, who are well-known Muppet performers. And then the volume 3, more obviously, is written by his Swedish chef. But honestly, who's ever looked at volume 3 of baking? So now you know.
Well, the Sims kind of do talk like him a little bit.
Bork, bork, bork.
So I can see why.
He's my favorite.
The skill books have been around since Sims 2. I use them a lot more in Sims 2 than I have since. They were much more necessary.
Yes, I was just thinking that. So I was working on a vampire storyline, and that skill really requires the books because they're the vampire lore books. So that's really part of it. But I had taken up herbalism too a little bit, which I don't think we're talking about this episode. But
no, because it turned out to be one of the aspirations it came with.
Yeah, but like I kind of forgot how helpful it was to, have your Sims use the books. But at the same time, it's sort of like, would you rather like tell them to actually learn by doing or learn by reading?
I want to watch them fail multiple times before they succeed instead of watching them read a book.
Or like watch them stick their finger in their ear while they're cooking in the early, God.
You need earwax for that, whatever that mystery flavor is.
You do not. You do not. Let me tell you right now. No, thank you.
So I think if you're a bookworm, you gain fun from reading even skill books. So that's one thing. And I think if you buy Speed Reader, I don't know if it increases the rate at which you learn the skill from reading, but it definitely makes you read the skill book faster. So those are things to explore. Sure. The only other thing I'd mention for baking is you can buy this giant machine that's a cupcake machine that you cannot find when you search cupcake. It's called the Whipped Dream Cupcake Factory. It's got cupcake in the name, but I'm pretty sure you can't find it unless you search Whipped Dream, or it's under like kitchen miscellaneous appliances. So
Thanks, Maxis.
go make cupcakes. You have my blessing.
Yay, cupcakes for everyone.
Obvi, you can also open a retail store or bakery with Get to Work, but we're going to cover that in a future Get to Work expansion pack review.
Yeah, man.
Was it my turn again?
Yes.
Yay.
Do it.
More Roxy. All right. So bowling. Let me just say, if you want to bowl in The Sims 4, you have to buy a stuff pack called Bowling Night, and it maxes out at level 5.
How do you feel about that?
Carl be shady about it. He just put it on the list and said, listed for the sake of completion, and put no additional information about bowling.
Salty.
And I'm like, some of you never hung out a bowling alley playing arcade games while your mom bowled in a blind bowler's league, and it shows. That is a literally true story of my husband. His mom wasn't blind, but she had a brother-in-law who was, and so I guess she did some work with blind groups.
That's pretty
for
cool.
A few years. They used to have a bowling league. I don't know how that works, but
sounds like a nice
it was
time.
a thing. And also, bowling is just good, wholesome fun. It's a great thing to do with your Sims when you want to go do something else, because playing an actual bowling game of bowling in The Sims takes all 4 of the evers.
Yes, it does.
I have to be truthful about this.
I will give a quick plug to that pack, though, because not only does it come with the bowling skill, you get a couple good, cute outfits and hairs and the build items from that let you, like, build your own bowling alley. Pretty sick.
Neon everything.
Yeah.
Neon everything. Isn't that, like, how, like, all the cool diner items came in?
Yeah, exactly. And then you get like the retro 50s, like a few little decor items you can slip into a house build.
So, like, don't hate on it completely, Carl.
Yeah. I mean, I can see why it's useless to most people, but clearly you just didn't grow up loving bowling if you don't love this pack. So as your skill levels up, you basically just get access to different types of balls and a higher likelihood of getting a strike. And you learn to do like fancier tricks and shots and things.
The alley-oop. That's a bowling thing.
I don't know. Don't put me on the spot like that.
All right. Well, for the sake of the joke, that is a basketball term where you throw the ball over your head. So trying this at home, don't do that in bowling, please.
Going up and over. I was like, that involves gravity.
No sport.
Point, and I don't think that works.
I don't
here.
know sports.
You don't sport.
I took bowling for one of my gym credits in college, and I barely passed.
Yes. Oh, no.
So I am not athletic. And also, your ball can catch on fire and blow up the pins when you get a strike. Come on.
Sorry. That is so cool.
I have pictures and video of this.
Did you learn that in class?
I will be maxing that skill for that purpose.
Did you learn that in class?
No. I just learned that bowling is hard.
I can't aim, so this entire game in real life to me is just
I can't even play anymore because my children have destroyed my shoulders.
Oh,
and
I'm gonna drop some hardcore knowledge here. So I have to laugh as I say this every time. My boyfriend, who I love dearly, was a varsity bowler in high school, and that's something that we like to bring up as a point of joke, because who is a varsity bowler in high school? Shout out to varsity bowlers in high school. But he will comment that he had his varsity letter in high school, and we remind him that it's from bowling. So you can't take him bowling. You can't take him anywhere. He gets way too serious. He'll
yeah, you can't bowl. If you're not good at bowling, you can't bring someone who knows how to bowl with you.
No, he gets very agitated. He I'll do the the trick shot where you turn around and you bowl it through from between your legs, like a goofball.
That's the only way I can do it now.
That's the way you do it. And he gets so upset. He's like, if I could just show you ways to, I'm like, no, that's okay. That's okay. I'm doing it for the style points. And it is so much fun to bowl with him because he loses his goddamn mind every time, and it's my favorite.
Oh my God.
Varsity bowler, my boyfriend.
I got a varsity letter for managing the field hockey team.
Oh, hell yeah. What up, college?
Got it for swimming and choir.
I was going to say, did he get that sweet, like, bowling scholarship money?
I mean, he didn't because he went to community college and didn't really use the fruits of his bowling labor, but...
That's how I got bowling, was because I went through the community college.
There you go. Well, our community college over here in Jersey is clearly behind in the bowling frenzy.
But yeah, so I think I'm going to step down and let Caitlin have a shot at showing off one of her skills.
So we're competing skills.
Yeah.
You led with bowling, and you led with baking.
And baking.
Oh, okay.
The way to Melissa's heart, because she has to vote on which one's better, who had the better skill. The way to Melissa's heart is through fudge brownies.
She's not wrong. What do you got, Caitlin?
So when we were doing this, I created a sim for the purpose of seeing the early levels of these things, just as an example. And I took the cult leader that I used during the cult challenge, and I just transformed him into a different... what if he hadn't been led to being a weirdo who wants to trap women to be with him forever? What if instead his parents sent him off to college, and he took the money that was supposed to be for college, and he just followed his dream and to be a famous DJ.
Yeah.
So we're going to learn how to do the DJing skill.
Oh, yes.
So I bought him a sweet pad that
Party house
had like a whole, like the upstairs was just a place to have parties.
Amazing. Yes.
So I learned very quickly there's 4 kinds of DJ booths you can buy. The cheaper ones are actually portable.
Huh.
So you can like take them, the party can go wherever you want to go.
That's right.
So you can like upgrade those and do whatever you want to them. The 2 higher end ones will stay there forever. So pick your DJing thing wisely. This one's a proper skill, and it has 10 levels.
Ooh. Okay.
Do I lose points for not finishing?
No.
Yeah, I didn't finish all of mine.
Okay, good.
He got distracted by the party, so he didn't get to finish everything. But so there's 10 levels, and each level, obviously, you get to do more things. For level 1, you can only practice, and you can't use it out in public. Thank goodness, because it's awful. I put down a note in my notebook that I have, says only practice in the beginning, sounds random AF. I hear a cowbell and car horns in the mix.
Nice.
You know, if they had said the same thing to Brian Wilson, we never would have gotten Pet Sound. So
that's true.
Joke's on you.
That's true. And
or cowbell.
More all the cowbell, because it's literally just like it'll be a silence and cowbell, car horn, cowbell. And you're like, whoa. After level 2, you can start performing. This is when I had my guy go out to that nightclub in Windenburg, and at like 9 o'clock in the morning, since there's no DJ there, he would take over the DJing spot at 9 o'clock in the morning when no one's there and be like, I'm living my dream. I wanted to hate my guy, but I loved him.
Oh,
Just wanted to follow his heart's desire.
I kind of love when that happens with my Sims.
And there start to be more genres of music the more you go on. Really, the one thing that I did notice at level 3, there's something called chip tune, and that's actually, you can hear it's like a remix of the Sims 2 theme. I was like, oh, this is nice. And after, you can do one can mixtape come in. So one of the fun things about being a DJ is you can actually make mixtapes, which takes 8 hours to complete. So you really need to want to make that mixtape. And you can.
I mean, have you ever made a mixtape?
They all take forever.
Yeah, back in the day. Takes less time digital now.
Tell us about making a mixtape, Roxy.
Oh, God. And like sitting there listening to the radio at night and like slamming on record so you could record off the radio.
We're talking about an actual cassette tape. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And taking that like plastic case, decorating it with nail polish and stickers.
Stop. Oh, my God.
I'm living the dream, man. You should be old like me.
I'm unironically loving this. Please do not.
Because our version of a mixtape are mixed CDs. That's like, I made this on LimeWire for you, so I hope you enjoy it.
I put this together in iTunes, and it's a collection of my favorite Broadway musicals. I hope you enjoy it.
I would say it takes less time, but the thing is, it probably still takes a lot of time because you don't limit yourself. Like with a cassette tape, you were limited. Like you only had that 60 or 90-minute window in which to impress your lover. But on it, I guess with like digital, you probably don't pay attention to how long it's running.
Now it's a mixtape. It's like, hey, you and I are going to have this joint playlist on Spotify that only we know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can make mixtapes. Like all of the things that if you want to license a song, you can only do like 1 week at a time. So good luck. The licensing amounts are every day at 10 a.m. It depends on, it doesn't matter which booth you make it out of or what kind of music type you did it. It's all tied to your skill. So the lower the level, the lower the money. The higher the level, the higher the money. But say you're going to go out and you just want to do parties and live your dream. You get moodlets. If when you're DJing, you get I'm a DJ moodlet.
I'm doing it.
My dreams. At level 6, DJs can select the booth and they can give nearby Sims a potential +1 happy moodlet from bumpin' beats.
Hell yeah.
And then you get something called Feel the Crowd that lets you cause moodlets in Sims who are listening, and you get options. You can make them be confident, dazed, energized, or flirty.
Okay.
I've had those inflicted on me before.
Yeah.
You can cause them now. The power is yours. So for upgrades, there's 1, 2, 3. There's like 6. I can count.
Upgrading your DJ booth.
Yes. The ones so all of them are upgradable. You have to quote unquote unlock your handiness skill. So you have to just have the handiness skill. So if you've never tried to fix anything, you can't do it. But once you regarded a toilet once, congratulations, you can upgrade your DJ booth.
Or if you picked through the trash to get upgrade parts.
Yeah.
So you don't actually have to have the handiness skill at a certain level.
No, as soon as it shows up on your skills, you can do this. One of these is absolutely necessary, like completely necessary. It's called Advanced Heat Sink. I have had more fires trying to make a tape than any other problem.
Oh my God.
It prevents fires happen so often because you're laying down some hot beats, I guess, that you absolutely need to do this. You need to add it or your sim will die in a fire and it'll be sad. Unless you want that to happen.
Ooh.
Wow.
Vengeful goddess here, making notes.
Yes.
Oy vey.
Lock Sims in a room with the
Death
DJ
by
booth.
DJ.
Especially when I was trying to make a mixtape. That was when I had the most problems.
Oy vey.
But yeah. The rest of them are a lot of like, you can plasma display, you can change the display on the front, particle generators, fog, laser lights,
What's that again?
special effects, you can and special effects, you can like enable or disable the fog and lights and the telesplosion.
Sure.
You get television displays on your thing.
Okay.
Whoa.
And it does stuff to your music. And there's dynamic surge protection that prevents the booth from breaking down. That's not as exciting, but
Cool. More accessible than trying to upgrade your computer, which you have to have like handiness 10,000.
Truth.
nope, you just need to know that the wires happen and you can do all of this to your DJ booth.
Or pipes. Wires or pipes, apparently.
Oh yeah, any kind of anything will do. I was like, there aren't pipes in the DJ booth.
I
Well, if
know.
you install a fog thing, there might be pipes.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's
Cool.
my initial one. You bring baking and bowling, and I bring you nightlife with DJing.
I mean,
What else you got?
DJing is cool and all, but Get Famous introduced media production, which is so more relevant.
Ooh.
To us, yes.
Y'all about to learn.
Although it's only a level 5 skill. So I guess I don't get as many props for maxing this one. So This skill is small but mighty. It gives your fame a boost because you're making stuff and putting it out in the world. It can give you that sweet work-at-home income so you don't have to,
Damn those rabbit holes.
go get a job. Unlike, I guess DJ will give you money, but you can only license a song once a week, whereas...
Oh yeah, DJ, you can make tips also.
Oh, that's true.
Tips and licensed music, but it's really not, you can't live off of it.
Yeah.
Okay, back to you.
So yeah, the media production encompasses music, video editing, and drones, sort of. Like you can use drones. You can use them without the media production skill, but you can use the drone to raise your media production skill. So the main item you need to do any of this is the More Views video station. But they kind of like went in and encroached on DJ Mixing's toes and gave you an item called a Mix Master Music Station.
Excuse me?
Yeah, your skill is obsolete. Bye.
Oh, okay.
I will fight you. Me and my changed from cult leader to now just living his best life blue-haired man will fight you.
Fine. While you were raising those 10 levels of DJ, I only had to go 5 levels in media production and I raised my fitness. Anyway. If you make music tracks on the Mix Master Music Station, you have the possibility of getting a chance card that will sign you to a record label, and then you have to keep producing tracks every few days in order to keep that income and fame. So that's a whole other side thing, but most people probably use it to pretend to be YouTubers and take the More Views video station, which lets you record videos in place, and you can edit and post the videos and add effects to your videos and interact with your fans, post comments, promote your videos, whatever. But there's another way to record videos and then edit them on the More Views station. You can get a drone. There are 2 types of drones. Up and Atom streaming drone is the low end, and the gotta stream them all, which is a great Pokemon reference and is the high end drone with the cute face. The lower end one looks like your typical like
propellers and
tiny flying 4-limbed thing with no face. I mean, not that drones should have faces, but I mean, they can. It's cute. I like it. Oh, actually, in my 100 Babies challenge sidebar, my Generation 2 matriarch, her aspiration was to be a world famous celebrity, which I actually managed to achieve and was super excited because I had never gotten to level 5 before. And a lot of it she did through painting and streaming with her drone. And she okay, this real talk about drones, they're real easy to lose them.
Yes, that is so true. Oh my god.
Go ahead, vent.
I will gladly vent. I'm dealing with it right now in my game. I popped open the family that I started when I got Get Famous. That's sort of this 6-person real world type of setup with,
I remember. They're so cute.
They are so cute. The main character, Brinley, with a Y and 2 E's and 2 N's, and just she's so unnecessary, is this hot-headed social media maven, and she's got this drone, and I cannot find it until like 2 minutes ago, where it's like in a bush. Can we not put the drones in a bush, please?
So the thing is, the drones just drop wherever they are when their battery runs out.
Yeah. Stop it! Stop!
Because of this, my matriarch, Annie Goth, had one drone that I named Bella.
Oh.
So Bella Goth.
Oh.
Disappeared?
Again? And then she got lost. And I bought another one and I named it Cassandra.
Oh, God.
So now she has, and then I found Bella. So now she has 2 drones, and one's Bella and one's Cassandra, and it's so cute.
I am so glad.
They'll be together always.
It's so sweet, especially because I don't have Bella's tombstone. I think I left it at the old house.
Aww.
Anyway, so yeah, you can use this drone. You just tell it to start streaming. That's like the way to earn fame without doing anything, but it doesn't raise your media skill. If you want to raise your media skill with the drone, you have to tell it to record a video. Then you have to transfer the video to the video station, and then you just edit it like a normal video. Another thing you can tell your drone to do is record neighborhood footage, and it leaves your house and goes around the block, and then hopefully you don't lose it.
What a creep.
If you don't lose it, then you transfer that video back to your station, and you're good to go. On the plus side, people don't steal the drones. You just have to hunt for them.
Sure.
Sims is an idealized world, even with all the murder we cause.
The murder and the losing of equipment. And okay, so maybe DJ's better. I might give you the point on that one.
You brought forth a 5-level skill. I will also bring forth a 5-level skill because now it's time to dance, y'all.
Yay!
Dancing is only 5?
Yep.
Yeah, it's only 5.
You get real good real fast.
Interesting.
Can you live off of dancing?
No.
Can dancing help any other aspect of the game? Absolutely not.
Tell that to the cast of Dance Moms. So,
What?
you can make a living off of dance if you are a professional dancer.
But not in the game.
In The Sims.
Which should totally be a career,
It
P.S.
should be a career.
Thank
I want
you.
the ballet dance. The ballet dance things were so cute
Oh,
when that was
yeah.
a career.
There is a mod to be a dancer, and I've seen it played out on English Simmer. It's cute.
I really like the outfits that you can give like children for their. Sometimes when I do the athlete outfit for kids, I just do little ballet flats and a little leotard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they're 7, they're dressing themselves.
Yeah, and I love it.
Oh God, you pray your 7-year-old dresses themselves. You don't want one that doesn't trust me. Dancing also ruins mirrors, because now my Sims are constantly going over to the mirror and dancing in front of it, and I'm like, don't you have anything better to do?
Say you don't have a stereo, or you think your Sim is too self-conscious to dance for the outside world. You can build your dancing in front of a mirror. They can just be like, "Is this how I do this? No, I'm gonna keep doing it."
No, mirrors are for raising charisma.
And dancing
And gussying up.
and telling yourself to calm the fuck down.
Yeah, don't die. Don't die, please.
It also helps. Dancing also helps raise motor skill for children when they're dancing. It's also super cute.
Oh, it is, especially the toddlers.
Toddlers are so adorable.
They are.
Before they learn to dance, they bob to music.
I know,
You're
I
just like,
love it.
"Oh."
So cute.
So it's only 5 levels. Level 1, you can do the arm charm dance move if you want to. I also wrote down dancing somehow involves elbows and awkward snaps. There's also wavy hand motions.
That's how I dance.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then level 2, you can talk about dancing with other people, and you can form the pump up dance move. Level 3, you can show off the Jimmy leg dance move.
Which I guess is like a play on the stanky leg.
I think it is.
Sure.
Oh, is that the one where they get all like wiggly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know nothing about dancing.
Level 4 is when you get those. And level 3, you also get like a portable dance floor, which is really just a bunch of cardboard that you're just carrying around all the time, I guess.
Oh my God. So those are super annoying, but I found a way to like kind of purpose them. Like I never use them to like show off moves, but for this same Sims, the real world Sims family, they just lined the basement floor. And so it kind of just looks like garbage, but it kind of adds to it. I don't know. I typically just put them in the basement of any like home that I have when I get them.
Excuse me, that shit is worth $50, 50 simoleons. I usually need that money.
Decor, yo. I'm cheating with this family, and I never cheat.
And level 4, it's the one they can start doing. They get like the light up things and they can spin them around.
The glow sticks, the glow stick nunchucks.
And and then level 5, you can do a backflip and you get access to these sneakers.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
They're in cats. You can check it out once you achieve level 5. You can also dance battle.
Yes.
If there's a dance floor, you can challenge another Sim to a dance off. There's really not it's fun to watch. There's not normally a winner or loser. Like you literally gain nothing from this.
Oh, please. The joy that is gained from the dance battle. I love these.
Because somebody will fail, but it's not necessarily always the one with the higher dance. Because sometimes they'll try to backflip and they'll fall. And you're like, oh, Did you just try to be awesome and fail? Oh, too bad. There's no consequence to winning or losing, so dance battle your heart's content to everybody. That's what I do if there's famous Sims. My Sim will always be like, do you want a dance battle?
Do you get fame for that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do get fame for dance
I think
battling.
you get fame when you interact with celebrities.
Nice.
And you get fame for showing off moves.
Cool.
So when you if you click show off the move on the dance floor, the dance floor will clear and they'll just surround your Sim and judge you on how well you're dancing.
Ugh, no.
Yeah. Evacuate the dance floor.
And if you're in a group, you can grab your squad and then they'll all dance a choreographed dance based on the Sim with the lowest level dance.
Oh.
So if you're all level 5, but like Courtney over there is level 1, you're all just going to do the arm charm dance because she can't hang.
Damn it, Courtney.
So
you don't belong in this group.
get out.
Courtney, nobody invited you.
I love you, Courtney. Come bowling with me.
Give her a chance.
You can join my bowling club. For real, little Simsy, right before Get Famous came out, she was all like, I want to make a world famous bowler. And as far as I know, she never did that. I think it's because you can't gain fame from bowling.
I don't think you gain fame through bowling.
Like, we thought...
I could have told you that. Varsity bowling over here. Come on. Gain fame through bowling. Get out of here. What is this, 1978?
I'm sorry. They play bowling on ESPN.
No. I refuse.
Did he take you to get some milkshakes on your first date?
He did not.
That's a missed opportunity.
Ugh.
You can wear just a really 50s dress.
This is not Riverdale, unfortunately. Any final thoughts on dance before we move on to the next skill? I continue to be impressed.
It's just fun. It came with the base game.
It did not.
The base game, yeah, it did.
It did not.
Dancing? You couldn't dance before Get Together? To whatever it was?
It's Get Together. Get Together.
You couldn't dance before Get Together? Really?
You're not fucking dancing. Well, I think you could dance, but I don't think it was a skill. I don't know. I thought it came with Get Together.
Have you guys heard of the movie Footloose?
What?
I'm sorry.
I've never seen that movie.
So I get deducted a point because I didn't know that. I swear you could always dance. What kind of game limits dancing?
I could be wrong. Now I'm doubting myself.
The dance was always in your heart. That's what's important.
Maybe the dance was in us all along. Anywho, something that came with Get to Work for sure was photography.
Yes. So tell me about this photography skill. I played with it a little bit when I knew I was jumping in on this episode. My style guru, what is the career called? Fashion?
I think it's
Stylist. I got her, a nicer camera. I bought the photo studio setup, which is actually kind of fun to play with, but I didn't get so far. So talk me through this.
Do you know how many people you can take a picture of using the photo studio?
There's an option to do a group photo. So I assume
I want to do a family portrait in one of my games.
Aw. And to do that, I've only done groups of 2, but it sets everyone up in a randomized fun arms around each other moment, and I really like it. So I'm gonna keep playing with it.
I've only used it once, and it's underused for sure in my game.
I didn't get a chance to use the studio part, but there's some options you have with the photography. So you can buy a camera, or you don't have to. You can also use your phone, but those tend to be not as great pictures. So if you want to be serious about the art that you are portraying to the rest of the world, you should buy a camera. There's 3 levels. There's 4 levels. There's your phone camera. There's the barely better digital camera, which you can guess it's barely better than a phone.
That is the phone I had when I first had baby and was like, we need a digital camera now.
There's the appreciably average. It's an average digital camera. And the crystal clear digital camera, which is almost twice the amount. No, it's more than twice the amount of the last one.
That's the camera your aunt has that's as big as her face. She takes 1,000 pictures and you never see them.
She just likes taking the pictures. She doesn't know how to develop them. So and these each offer you can do landscape, portrait. Once you get the average camera, you can zoom, and there's a flash control. you get medium quality pictures, and the super fancy one, you have all of that stuff, best likelihood of outstanding photos, because pictures can range from poor to normal to outstanding. So you're more likely to get one with the crystal clear digital. Taking a picture is pretty easy. You just go either to your phone if you're using your phone, or you can go to the entertainment tab, or you click on the camera in your inventory, and you can either take photo with, which is you take a selfie with another sim, take photo of to select a nearby sim to have them pose with you, or take photo to take the picture, whatever you like. And it will happen immediately, so you better be facing the direction you want to be facing or looking at the thing that you want to be looking at, because sometimes if you're not ready, you'll just be looking at a pole.
Or a wall. Beware of where walls actually are if you play with them down.
Yeah, that's true.
That was probably the most aggravating part about this one. Is like, that's not what oh God.
Yep.
And you just hit C.
Oh, you do?
Pressing C will take the picture, which you can do to take a screenshot of your game while it's happening.
I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know you could press C to take a picture. I knew about the screenshot.
Oh, yeah. And you can do up to take 5 pictures. And you might as well just take all, like, maybe the first one you like is fine, but if you take all 5 pictures, you get more experience. So you might as well just hit C 5 times.
Also, if you don't
want to play with the features.
Yeah. If you don't do that and you were planning on using that picture in game, it'll inevitably be a thumb in the way, blurry, or have a random gnome pop up.
Gnomes pop up?
I've had that happen. Yeah, that happened to me.
You clearly don't take enough pictures at low skill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I take fabulous pictures, so my guy comes from money, so he has the expensive.
Yeah.
Sure.
That probably doesn't happen with the expensive camera, but it does with your cell phone all the time.
Hilarious. It happened in my room challenge, and it was so bizarre because there's no one else in the house.
Or is there?
So it's her taking a selfie and the freaking gnome, and I was like, excuse me, what is happening?
Just a supernatural phenomena. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Gnomes.
Love some gnomes.
They're not going to kill you in your sleep.
No.
If you really want to just bust through this skill, this is also a 5-level skill. One, if you just want to get experience like super fast, you can just keep taking selfies with your phone over and over and over and over again. Just be like, I did it.
Same.
It's also great when you're in a bind for money because you can just be like, I sell these pictures for $14.
Here's a picture of me. You're welcome.
It's unrealistic.
And every picture you take, you can either like throw up on the wall or sell them. So it's up to you what you want to do. There's filters you can apply, like sepia tone, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, you can do black and white. It's pretty cute.
I usually have to hit the bright filter because it's too dark.
Nothing really unlocks the higher you get. You just have a better chance of taking better pictures. So the higher the level, the better chance of a good photo. So that's photography.
Sidebar about photography, because you might not know, if you have Get Famous and you put your picture on the wall, you get more options. So like if it's in your inventory, all you can do is sell it. Like you can sell it or whatever the other options are. But if you put it on the wall, then you can sell it or you can upload it to Simstagram. But for some reason, you can only upload your photos to Simstagram if they're on the wall, which is fucking stupid. But that's how it works, in case you were wondering.
Oh.
I was wondering I did wonder how that worked. Like, it was like, I can only do selfies on my Simstagram? That's stupid.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I kind of discovered that by accident. And then I was like, oh. So like if you put all your pictures on the wall and your fame's running low, you can always be like, upload this one, upload that one.
Yeah. Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. All right. Well, I don't think we should compare the 5-level skills to the 10-level skills. So you might have to vote for your 2 favorite, Melissa.
Okay. What else we got?
We got our last 2 big hitters.
Yeah. So the last one, this is the same guy who was leveling his DJing and dancing skills. He needed something to do during the day. So he's also finding happiness within himself through yoga and meditation and by trying to get his wellness skill up. So
sure.
Wellness is nutso pants. It came with the spa day pack. It's the main feature of the spa day pack. It's 3 skills in one. You get yoga, you get massages, you get meditation. So you can meditate for like 4 days, get your wellness up, and be great at yoga when you sucked before. It's bonkers. Your sim will fail at things. Much as you level, your sim fails left often at things. You can't really fail at meditation. You kind of just sit there.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I suck at meditation.
In real life?
Yes. It's impossible. There's a Ellen DeGeneres bit on it she does in her early comedy routines where it's like,
oh yeah, I love that one.
Mama keeps whites bright like the springtime. Mama's got the magic of Clorox too. Shut up.
So this is a 10 level one. So this is a skill. So like level 1, you're practicing yoga, you do routines, you can meditate and give hand/foot massages.
Mm-hmm. In the chair, right? Like there's 2 different massage items.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's a chair for massaging. There's a chair, and there's also like the actual massaging table. And I have found that nobody really says no to a massage in The Sims.
I mean, would you?
Episode title. No one says no to a massage in The Sims.
I had him go out and just talk to somebody. Katrina Lynx, actually. He was like, "Hey, do you want a massage?" And she was like, "Sure." So then she just like into the towel and went on the thing. And I was like, we mocked you so much in the cult challenge and you're doing it again?
I was going to say, I feel like this is kind of going back to his cult roots.
At least Katrina took over the leadership of my cult. So that's something.
Oh, Katrina. She's me IRL. It's fine.
She turned it into a cat cult.
Yes.
I would not turn down a massage from a qualified person.
He's not qualified. He's level 2.
But yeah, I would definitely turn it down from a guy I manually met 2 minutes ago.
It's in his home that you have to go to the second floor of to get to the table.
Nope.
Don't go to a second location.
Exactly.
Would you like to get a massage in my DJing room?
This is also where my rad parties happen. Let me tell you about the latest party while I massage.
Yeesh.
I'm not going in that room with all those cables. It sounds dangerous.
Yeah, no thanks. Hard pass. The fires.
Wellness is now the skeeziest skill in the game. you ruined wellness, Caitlin.
It's just the massaging part of it. Like yoga, meditation, fine. But the massaging that like nobody turns down and like nobody cares that how long they've known you is so weird to me.
Yeah.
Level 2, you can actually start talking about your like new lifestyle and how awesome it is.
Is that the Sims equivalent of, actually, I'm a vegan? Like that's the interaction?
Pretty much. And you can start making, there's recipes. You can make sugar-free carob coconut cake. I made this sugar-free cake and everyone's like, great, thank you. We'll do level 5 real fast. You can levitate when you meditate.
Casual.
Cool.
Which is fun. At some point at level 7, when you're meditating, you can teleport, which is amazing. Which also you can get into the Get Famous pack, there's that stupid building that only celebrities get in, and it's not that great anyway. You can teleport in there. You can just bypass that bouncer and just go whoop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It gives you the cheat, but in-game. I just have to say, I really hate that because that's where they have the Starlight accolades, and if you get invited to an award, it'll tell you that you're allowed to go in, but you can't go in. It's so annoying.
I've had to just click on it and lower the celebrity level and then get my people in and shoot it right back up.
I just teleport because I'm like, I was invited here, so I use the teleport cheat, but it's so stupid. I'm like, it says I can go in, but it's not letting me in.
Do you know who I am?
I am nominated.
I'm Mortimer Goth. I was nominated. I was invited to be here. Anyway.
Massaging part. We all agree the massaging part is creepy. I'm going to let you look at what level 9 brings in for the massages, which is the fertility massage. You're more likely to have twins or triplets after you get one of these massages.
That's kind of cool. It probably works better than the fertile trait, which is broken.
It might. I didn't actually get to use it, but I was like, this is Okay, I guess.
They should have it go into labor massage, because that's actually
Ooh.
a thing. Like, you could do it like when you're on that third day and you're like, this baby's never coming out.
Let me invite a stranger over to
That would
massage
be
my
cool.
belly.
I think it's your feet.
Your feet? That's
I
pleasant.
mean, this is all rumor and hearsay and not endorsed by the medical professionals of America or anywhere else.
If you want to get your feet massaged while you're in labor, I feel like you should be able to do that.
Yeah. It's to trigger labor, but yeah.
So we'll break these down thing by thing. So yoga's fun to watch because they fail in the beginning and then they start doing some weird ass flippity flips and like bendiness.
Yeah. And I'm like not a yoga expert, but like I recognize some of the moves and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are legit and like you can, so this counts as exercise and it's fat burning, and so if you don't want your sim to be running around, they can do yoga to lose weight and tone, but it doesn't raise your fitness skill. So you can still be like, oh, I don't exercise, I just do yoga. You can legitimately do that. There's yoga classes.
How do you do a yoga class?
You have to put in a spa thing that has a yoga class room because not all of them include a yoga class room. So first things first, check for it. The teacher will have a pink icon. Classes are $110. So
I'm sorry. What?
Yep.
Girl.
Per class?
I better be able to put my foot behind my head by the end of that class.
No, guess what? You gain the same experience in a class that you would just doing yoga on your own. And that yoga mat is fucking portable. So you might as well just take it to a lake and do yoga by the lake for free.
Unbelievable.
But can you teach a yoga class?
As far as I could tell, no.
That's such a bummer. Why are you like this?
If you're like the land grabs and you want to show off how fancy you are, go to the yoga class. But if you don't want to do that, just put the yoga mat and the meditation stool in your inventory and do that stuff in a pretty location.
Okay. They have special yoga maneuvers you can do to influence your moods.
Yeah, there's 3 routines. There's a brain boosting routine, energy centering, and mind controlling.
Mind controlling?
Mind concentrating. That'd be cool, though.
That's for the scientist career. We'll be covering that and get to work.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. So I guess when there is a benefit to the taking a class. Your moodlet is longer, and it's +2. And so like brain boosting, the inspired moodlet lasts for 12 hours, and it's a +2. Instead of doing it when you do it yourself, it's 8 hours, and it's only 1+. So there is a benefit, but do you really need to be inspired for 12 hours? That's up to you.
I mean, painting career, it could help.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yoga effects are mostly positive, except you could get a bent out of shape moodlet for 4 hours if something goes wrong. So
Carl has a list of all the skills and the ideal mood that's supposedly supposed to help you raise those skills more quickly. If you're inspired, you can go bake.
Oh, yeah.
You can do your media production, photography, and, painting and all those kind of things too.
Thanks, Carl.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. You can look up his beautiful table of information. All right, so veterinarian skill, I'm kind of just going to go over quickly, and you can read way more about it on Carl's site.
Or listen to our episode on cats and dogs.
Which I don't remember them talking about the vet skill very much.
We don't, but listen to it anyway.
But you should still listen to that episode.
Yeah.
If you are really into cats and dogs, we talked about it, and there was singing, and Sarah McLachlan will thank you.
That's true.
She stalked us ever since.
So you want to be a vet. Well, you need equipment. There are no books about being a vet.
Give us your money.
Yeah. The easiest way is to get a vet clinic, which you can download from the gallery, many different vet clinics, or you can get, buy the one that's already in Brindleton Bay. And that one has room for several vets. So you could go whole hog, run a business, hire extra help, whatever. But of course, I didn't do that. I just put in this really cool hot sim that I made for the Wolfpack challenge before I realized it wasn't a werewolf-based challenge. And
highly disappointing.
This isn't really about running a successful clinic, but it's the easiest way to raise your vet skill because you can't really do it unless you have sick animals. So there's 3 machines. One of them doesn't seem necessary unless you want to spay and neuter or unspay and unneuter your pets. So there's a crafting station where you can make a potion that calms the pets when they're on the exam table. You can make a bunch of different kinds of treats, most of which I have no idea what they do, but there's a couple that are obvious, like age up and age down. And then there's at the highest level, level 10, which I hit last night right before we recorded, was that you get the ambrosia treat, which allows you to bring a pet back from the dead. Yeah, I don't know. I think you could probably give it to any ghost pet you run into. I don't think they'd have to be in your family. The age up and age down treats, I mean, especially the age down is really helpful if you're playing a legacy and you don't want your dog to die.
The kids can't know death yet.
Too early. You can just kind of keep resetting them. So you can make all these tiny treats. You can make all these potions. There's a surgery station, like I said, and you can use the surgery station for spaying and neutering. You can use it to help examine the pets, but I didn't find that to be terribly useful because I think you still have to treat them on the exam table. So it's just like more work. But if you're really into like realism, so mostly you just need the exam table. Like that's the only I think that was the only necessary item. It'll tell you when you make a lot into a vet clinic which items are necessary. And you just if you're going to treat a sick pet that's not part of your clinic, you can just click on the table and say, examine so and so. And if you're doing the clinic and you're open for business, when you greet the patient, you can either greet the animal or the person who brought the animal in. And then it automatically puts you on a loop where you take them over to the table and examine them. And the examination is interactive. It's not just going to happen like while you're doing other things. You have to click and like say, okay, am I going to check the chart, take temperature?
It's like the doctor.
Oh yeah, it's like an interactive career, except they didn't bother making it a career for some fucking reason.
Yeah, or like a want to be.
Yeah, that's why it's in this episode, because it's not part of any aspiration. It's not an official career, so I'm like, you might overlook it. It doesn't really matter which of the options you pick. If you pick, depending on your skill level, you might only have to pick one or two options, and you'll get all your symptoms. That like will list the symptoms that you've discovered from your examination, and then after you fill up all of the mystery slots, you'll get a diagnosis, which is some weird sounding disease that's just kind of funny. But I don't have any in front of me, but it'll be like swamp mouth or freezer burn or whatever. They get weird diseases. Hot footsies or something.
They always look so sad.
But then it at that point, if you click treat, it'll tell you exactly what to treat with, because you'll get a little thumbs down, red thumbs down, or a green thumbs up. And the green thumbs up is what you need to treat it with. And if none of those things are marked, you put on the cone of shame, which sounds like you failed, but no, it'll tell you you've cured the animal because that's the only thing that would work for that particular illness. So that's basically it. You put the animal on the table, you examine it, you treat it. If you think you know what it's going to work, you can just treat it before you unlock all the symptoms. But you'd have to be paying a lot of attention because I think it kind of varies. Yeah. And the more animals you treat, the higher your skill goes. You can raise your skill using the crafting table where you can make treats and different like products for the vet, which even if you aren't using them in this to do treatments, they can kind of make nice decor items for your clinic. Because I made some stuff for the surgery station, and then I was like, never needed it for anything. So I just stuck them on a table and was like, hey, decor.
They're here.
And the treats you can put directly into the vending machine, and I think you'll make money off of people coming up and buying stuff out of it. So you can definitely make some money off this career or this skill.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it, and you unlock some new, like each level of almost every level unlocks a new decal. It's like a cool, like ink drawing almost, like they're all black and white. They're not even white, they're just black, and you stick them on the wall, and they're kind of really cute drawings that are not unlocked otherwise. And then you unlock the special vet door that's just like a cats and dogs style door, but with the animal logos on it, which the person who built my clinic had already put up. So I was like, oh, I just unlocked the door that somebody already cheated to unlock for me. That's why I don't like using the hidden objects, because I'm like, or, unlocking the career objects, because I'm like, I didn't earn this.
I agree.
But I'm kind of whiny that way.
I feel the same way, and then I never get the skill up to get those objects. So I play with the same stuff every time.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I did feel like accomplished once I maxed the skill because I was like, yes, I've treated all these animals and it finally paid off.
Yeah. I think I mentioned, I actually don't remember if I mentioned on a previous episode of a podcast. So if I did, please cut this. When I got that expansion pack, I definitely first goal, be a vet. Also, second goal, adopt all the cats. Sorry, Katrina.
Yeah.
But I took and this is like a carryover from actually back in Sims 2 where you could live on the same lot as your business was. But I just built I built onto the existing vet clinic and built like a little upstairs so that there was like a bed and like a bathroom. So like every once in a while, technically she would have to go to her home lot, but I spent most of the time at that vet clinic. So.
Yeah, same. The way you can do that if a starting character too is like you can just buy a lot but don't build anything on it and then put all your living stuff on that retail lot.
Yep.
So that's really fun. At least like you can kind of work around the fact that you can't own 2 different lots or whatever.
Yeah, that's how I did it.
Cool. That's fun. So yeah, guys, let's wrap this thing up so we can get to our big announcement.
Mm-hmm.
This was a really long episode. I'm sure we'll cut it down some in editing, but we hope you stuck with us and enjoyed all these different skills. And Melissa, I'm sorry, I'm not quite putting you off the hook. Which of these skills would you go and start learning in The Sims if we were to stop right now and you went and did that?
Well, that's a hard choice. I mean, I've dabbled in a couple of these. There's a couple from this conversation that I definitely want to learn more about. By going and getting more skilled at them. I don't know. This is too hard.
What would be your first thing that comes to mind?
I think like mine work as a bundle.
Yeah.
Mine work as a bundle.
Yeah, there's some very in-depth skills here. I think if I were to go off of like what gameplay option I'd want to do next, I've done a couple of these, but I don't know. I think I might want to try baking and get that all the way to the highest skill.
Yes.
I love unlocking recipes from the cooking skill, so I didn't really realize that this was another avenue with which to do that, because I was always like, all right, well, isn't cooking and baking like the same thing? Apparently not. So
that's cool.
Lots to learn.
Well,
but I mean, if I had to pick a favorite like of all time, it's got to be dance, because dance is just in your heart and brings you joy.
Yeah.
Let's get our new segment out there for everybody.
What just happened? I'm sorry. It's a short story, but I think we can all relate. One time, 2 of my Sims were getting married, and the bride's mother pissed herself right in the middle of the aisle and then dropped dead on the floor. That it comes from us from Reddit, user named Threezy, or Thrizy, or Threzy. THRIEZY. Thank you so much, Threezy, for submitting that. That's, I mean, the shenanigans that goes on at weddings, honestly. Like, I think from 3, I stopped doing weddings because of how like laggy it would make my game, and I really never got back into them in 4, so I might be overdue.
Something always happens. Like there's always somebody who just cannot contain themselves.
Yeah.
Or there's a death, or somebody just doesn't think about going to the bathroom, or somebody's rude.
Aunt Janine, just go pee before the ceremony, please. Please.
They're hard work. I found I wanted to do a lot of weddings with my Decades Challenge. So I got my venue and you have to kind of immediately put everyone in a group, tell the group to go sit down by the arch, and then have your bride and groom go get married. And then the rest of it, you just hope no one dies.
If you,
Smart.
The arch, they'll eventually, I've had them sit down, but they take some 15 million years to get to sit down. So the ceremony's done by the time they sit down.
Yeah, that's why I try to get them all over in that area first.
I was going to say the group idea is really smart.
I don't know why they don't just come, when you have a party, it'd be kind of nice, or at least a wedding, if they were in a group when they showed up. But
so rude. Get it together.
In addition to what just happened, we also have what's coming up next. Cowplant is going to bring you another CC episode. We're really trying to cover a lot of the different aspects of the game, and there are some people who are diehard CC users, custom content, but sometimes Maxis content just doesn't have the right look for your Sims home. So this is about finding those sweet, simple Swedish lines that everyone loves from a little place called IKEA. And, related kind of household goods.
I just started a game where Count Vlad adopted a young child, which has been a delight. And he's got to make money somehow. So he became a writer, but you can't have Vladius Stroud sit down on a computer, right? So he's, I got him a typewriter from Custom Content.
That's so cool.
Super cute.
I have a typewriter too from my decades. This is like a special occasion, actually, because we have Cowplant doing a CC episode, and then immediately after that, Llama's releasing our second mod episode.
Yeah, it's a mod episode called, we're doing Slice of Life mod, and we're seeing how it affects gameplay, and we'll give you details and pros and cons. I actually just installed it, so we shall see. I installed it yesterday when I was playing my DJ dance yoga instructor.
I mean, that's normal, right?
Does he have a DJ name? We didn't discuss.
I didn't really pay attention to the name. Shoot, what is his name?
He needs a DJ name.
I can pull it up. I can have to start the game, but I can see what I named him.
No, you have to freewheel it now. Like, DJ Plumbob, DJ Llama.
DJ Touchy Feely, because he's also a part-time masseuse.
No, he's DJ Zen.
Oh, okay. I like it, because he's well, too.
Simple and sweet.
Yeah. So for our shout out, so there's actually a Facebook group called the Sims Span Group, and it's founded by Cynthia Harris. And we're not members of that group, but we found out that Cynthia actually put up links to pretty much every single one, all of our content. So like our Facebook page, our Twitter page, our YouTube channel, our Twitch channel, our Reddit, and our actual website. She just put them all up there, and that's amazing. And thank you so much for the promotion and the vote of confidence.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a super fan right there.
Yeah, that's a super fan. And don't let the name scare you. She kind of just wants to encourage people to promote their own Sims projects, I think. I've seen a lot of YouTube links and stuff, but just haven't officially joined the group.
And it's public, so anybody can check out what people post there.
Yeah. So are you also a super fan of Under the Plumbob Podcast? We hope so. We hope you've told all your friends. And there's one more thing we're doing to enhance our listener experience.
Oh my God.
I know. We have just launched our Patreon. And I know you're going to say, like, everyone has a Patreon, but this one's ours. And if you go to our page on Patreon, Under the Plumbob Podcast, you'll find out what our tiers are called, what perks we're announcing, but all this is subject to be expanded and grown, and we're really open to your feedback. So whether or not you think you're ready to join as a patron, jump on that page, take a look, and give us feedback on what we're offering with our tiers, because, we're here for you.
We're learning.
Yeah, we want to bring you content, bonus content and enrichment that you can really enjoy and further enrich our experience with this podcast, because we love making it. It's kind of an obsession. For sure, we're going to have a Discord group that's just for patrons. So you'll get exclusive access to a lot of stuff through that Discord group. So please check it out. If you can pledge. If you want to just follow us and keep an eye on what we're offering, because it will grow and improve, do that. We're open to you.
We're so excited.
I know. This is a big thing.
We're trying not to be all give us your money, but some of the things that we have, like our website, Patreon funds would go towards keeping the lights on over here at Under the Plumbob Podcast, because we love it and we do it for free, but it's, something that could help support keeping us going.
While you're following us on Patreon, you can follow us on all our other social media. Here is the social media plugs.
We're on Instagram and Twitter. We are PlumbobCast.
And on Reddit, we're Plumbob Podcast.
Under the Plumbob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr.
And we have a website, undertheplumbob.com. And you can get all our links there, including our links to Twitch and YouTube, and email us via the contact form. And we promise we will answer. And I have so many ideas, and I want to make the website better. And I just need a little bit of extra encouragement to do that. So let us know you're listening any way you can. We have a Twitch, which is, not a regularly scheduled stream, but we will let you know on Twitter, or if you follow us on Twitch, you'll get a notification when we're live. And YouTube, we have a few series up there, more to come. It's Plumbob Podcast on YouTube.
And please subscribe, rate, and review us. We are Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, Google Play. I think we're on
Apple Podcasts.
They need to make it easier to rate and review, because I was trying to do that for one of my friends' podcasts, and I was like, oh, I have to. It's so many steps to just rate and review, but please do it for us.
That's true. And even if it's not like 100% sunshine and rainbows, like if you have thoughts for us, tell us about them. We want to hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Thank you so much to Carl, who we heavily used in this episode because he has so much good information on the details and the nitty-gritty. And thank you to Rebecca, who helped work on the script. Last but not least, thank you for listening.
You're our favorites. We would pick you every time.
And we're so happy to bring you this incredibly nerdy Sims content. But I'm going to go back to the real world.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Badish. Dag dag.